It's, what month is it? It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Hi, I'm Tyra, and I feel like my life is very stagnant, and I've been trying to like work on goals and do things in my life that will make me happy, and I thought maybe I could document it because I don't know, maybe it'll be interesting to look back on, and maybe it will help other people that maybe have experienced similar to me, where they feel like things have been kind of stagnant and they want to do things and create things with their life. At any given time, I try and work on like 10 goals, and I think I'm just gonna vlog those goals 1 through 10, but I'm not gonna say what some of the goals are until I've done them, just because sometimes I think of like, I don't want to say evil eye, but I get scared of like saying certain things out loud until, or to other people until they're like done. So we're gonna just number them, vlog the process, I guess. I don't know, maybe it'll be interesting, we'll see. So what I do every morning is I journal. I'm gonna sit outside and journal today. I have 2 journals, and one is like my morning pages, which is just 3 pages of like whatever's in my brain, like no limits, just keep writing. And then the next, I write down all my goals in order. I write the same ones down every day until I've done them, and I write them down in the style of affirmation. So like, I am, I have, rather than, you know, like I will be, I will have. It's more in the present tense, as if I've already got them. I write them all out, and then I pick one that I want to focus on for the day. I'm gonna focus on goal 1, which goal 1 is a financial goal. I'm not gonna say what it is yet until we complete it. It is a financial goal that I have that I'd like to work towards. It's really sunny today, so we're gonna tailor working on goal 1 to also getting to spend some time outside as best as possible, which is kind of difficult because it's a financial goal. I think I definitely need my laptop, but I'm gonna take my laptop into the garden and try and do some stuff in the garden as part of my financial goal. But first I'm gonna journal and have a coffee.
A few moments later.
Right, we're gonna pivot because I've moved inside. I'm in my lounge because sitting outside and trying to do goal 1, which is a financial goal, kind of requires my laptop. My computer's not cooperating. Like, I feel like I need to swap and work on a different goal. Like, I've moved inside, but I'm just looking outside, thinking about how badly I want to be outside. And also, like, we have today is nice weather, and then it's gonna be raining all weekend, so I'm kind of just feeling like I should use this good weather more proactively to do some kind of goal that's easy to do outside, and save this goal that's better to do inside for this weekend when it's like rainy and not so nice, and I'm probably not going to want to be outside quite as much. I was starting to like work on some music production, which is related to goal 1, and then also another goal. I can't remember what number. I want to say 6 or 7, but I have another goal which is related to my music production, and they kind of coincide because I suppose, I don't mind saying this, I would like my music production to benefit me financially, and so it affects both goals, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna swap and we're gonna do something else so I can be out in the sun. So my shoes have arrived. I ordered some new shoes. and this is in relation to one of my goals, which is like a style and personal branding type goal. I actually don't like the affirmation that I currently have for it. I want to change it because I think with affirmations, it needs to resonate with you and your goal. So I have an image in my head of what it is I'm like manifesting and what my goal is, but it's just the wording of the manifestation that I don't really like. I think I said before, like, I word all of my goals as I am statements, I have statements, and write them in the present tense. So yeah, it definitely needs to feel like something that every time I write it out and every time I say it, it feels believable. And I don't have that yet for this goal, but I still have it clearly in my mind what I want. So I ordered some shoes and they're like my dream shoes. I'm so excited about them. They're these. They're kind of like Mary Jane, like industrial looking. Sorry, that's my Discord. Like industrial looking Mary Jane kind of sneakers, and I'm so obsessed with them. The moment I saw them, I was like, I have to have them. These are, and I'd been looking for some Mary Jane sneakers for a while, and I kept finding ones that felt too sporty or too ballet and too gentle. I really wanted some platform ones, and I really want some that were kind of, I guess, like gritty and edgy and felt like me. And these are literally my dream shoes. Even just like the silver detail on the back, they were from Koi. I love Koi anyway, like half my shoes are from Koi. But yeah, new shoes came, so that's like something working towards this like style goal that felt like an action towards that. So yeah, that was some good things that happened today. So I've just got back from the gym, which I have a goal that's related to the... My room is such a mess. It's not actually a mess, it's just laundry. Oh yeah, so I have a goal that's related to the gym. And weirdly, so this morning I was journaling and I just kind of realized that my gym goal, it didn't necessarily like resonate with me. It didn't feel good. So my old gym goal that I had was I have a consistent gym routine, but I feel like that didn't quite encapsulate everything that I wanted to do as part of that goal. I think I've been finding it hard because I don't want a gym goal that's like a specific like body goal, or at least I thought I didn't, just because that's something that I've like gone really all in the past. So I just not really wanted to do that. But I was journaling, I was trying to figure out, you know, what is it I actually want. And I realized the main thing that I want from the gym in general is just to improve my confidence. And I want to be able to feel, and when I say like consistency, I think I just realized that I want to feel confident in the gym and also to feel confident with my body, which is something that we have back and forth feelings about. But I want to be able to say like, mostly I feel confident with my body, and that is not like aligning with any specific goal of like I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be the other, but more just like that general feeling of like, yeah, confidence. And like I can sometimes I'll go to put on clothes in my wardrobe and I won't feel good doing that, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. Not to say that I'm not gonna have moments where I think I look better in certain things, because I think that's normal, but just a general feeling of like positivity towards myself, my abilities, and my body. So I've rewritten it as, in fact, let me check. Oh yeah, I rewrote it as I'm confident in the gym and with my body. I think confidence in the gym is a big thing as well. I feel like I'll feel like, and that kind of ties in with consistency, because I think when I was saying I wanted consistency, what I actually wanted was to feel like I'm a person that shows up in the gym and shows up fully. And I think confidence in the gym will kind of lend itself to consistency anyway. So we're going to try that for a little bit and see how we get on. So it's so weird as well, when I was like getting ready, I have one of those like little cute sets that's like the jumpsuit with the little shorts type thing. And I wore it with like long trackies on top because I realized I wasn't confident enough or ready to like wear it just as it is. And when I got to the gym, because it's a really like warm day today, there were so many girls just like in their like matching short sets and like walking around the gym, and there was like such a variety of people as well, and it was just really nice to see. And I feel like it was weirdly affirming to me that it's like the confidence is what I want, just to be able to join in with that. Like, I was kind of like there, like, oh, I kind of wish I had my short set on, my matching set on, which I did, but just covered up a bit. So I think that kind of affirmed to me that goal. But yeah, today's Friday. I've started the day with the gym. I've done all my journaling and stuff. I was going to focus mostly on my financial goal. So it's kind of my financial goal that ties into my production goal, and try and make some like beats that I might be able to sell through YouTube and BeatStar and stuff. It's still kind of a nice day, but I did spend a lot of time in the sun yesterday, so, and it's also a bit cooler than yesterday, so I'm gonna like chill a little bit, but then I'm also gonna try and get some of these beats made, and we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah. Another thing that I uncovered from journaling this morning is, so my goal that's currently goal number 2 is a social goal. It's like related to the type of friendships I want in my life, the type of friendships I feel like I don't necessarily have, and to trying to like find those friendships and that sense of community. And I was like journaling about it, and then I realized every single summer there's a day, it's called Black Fae Day, and everyone descends upon parks in London. I think there's an event like in Birmingham normally, and it's like all around the world. Like people do it in the US as well. I think it started in the US, and then like some people in London started doing like a similar thing. But basically it's just a day where a bunch of like fantasy lovers, just a day to like really show representation of fantasy and Black people in fantasy, specifically fae, but you can actually come as something else. Like people show up as goblins, people show up as other things. And I've always been a bit like, oh, I wish I was in Manchester, but I don't feel like I could be the person to organize that. And I was like journaling about it, and then I was like, hang on a sec, I've always been the biggest advocate for like be the community that you want to see. And if no one else is organizing anything in Manchester for Black Fae Day, then this looks like a job for me. So everybody, no, then I might as well just organize something. So I think today I'm gonna start like figuring out what that might look like if I was to do something, maybe bring some other people on board, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like there should be something in Manchester for the Fae. And yeah, so I'm like figuring that out, and this really relates to my goal that is currently goal number 2, which is all to do with like finding community and friendships and being on the same page with people and having people I share common interests with. It's like a quite a big manifestation for me. It's a manifestation that I'm nervous about, just because of like my past and previous experiences. It's weirdly like, I think for some people they'll be like, this cannot be the most difficult thing on your list. Right now it feels like probably the hardest thing on my list, just because I know how much emotional work is required and behind me feeling confident to go after those type of relationships, and also because I know that this goal leads to other goals. I think getting to a point where I feel confident in my ability to speak to and interact and have good relationships with people that have so much in common with me in a platonic way will also help me with developing other types of relationships where these kind of skills will be important. So yeah, I'm like nervous for that, but we're gonna start looking at planning it. So that will definitely start to make a show in the vlogs of me talking about, yeah, this thing that I might be trying to organize. Knowing my luck, I'll find somebody else post that they're doing something and then I will just be able to turn up and I won't have to plan anything. But we will see. I'm gonna try and see if anyone's planned anything first before I start planning my own thing, because if they have, I'll just show up. But yeah, I always say to other people, be the community you want to see. And so the community I want to see is some kind of gathering for something that's quite important to me, and if there's not one, I have to be the thing. So yeah. Hi, I've just woke up, that's why I look like this. I feel really like because I just posted about I feel, yeah, like kind of weird because I just posted about like doing something for Black Fae Day in Manchester, and I don't tend to organise things very often anymore. I have a really bad problem when it comes to, I guess, like rejection. I think when I was younger in school, I would like organise stuff and try and like get people to do things, and they would say yes and not turn up, or like make excuses why they couldn't be there, and then I'd find out like they were all hanging out together and I wasn't invited, and that's why they couldn't have come to my thing. But they couldn't have well, they could have told me, but they didn't tell me like the real reason of like, oh yeah, the reason none of us are free on this Saturday is because we're actually all hanging out and you're not invited. And that was like a really common pattern through quite a bit of my school life. Yeah, I think I find it hard to organize things and plan things and reach out to people to do things. But part of my social affirmation is like all to do with the type of people that I want to attract, and I think that not feeling able to like organize and create energy like is holding me back from attracting the type of people that I want in my life. And most people do expect friendships to be reciprocal. I think I've always been friends with people where they've like organized everything and I've just turned up. But actually I do think that the type of people I want to be friends with, that might not cut it. Do you know what I mean? You have to be the friend to have the friends. So yeah, I'm pushing through with how I feel right now, which is like weirdly just really anxious. Like all I've done is post saying, hey, like I'm thinking to go to the park for Black Friday Day, and even like I'm just having those negative thoughts of like, no one's gonna want to come, people are gonna think you're weird for posting about it, like yeah, no one's gonna show up basically. I might just try and distract myself from how I'm feeling, like tidy my room or do something so that I'm not just sat checking to see if people have responded yet.
A few moments later.
Hi, so I've eaten, showered, got dressed, made my bed, and I'm gonna try and produce. I think this production is obviously talked about the other day. It's mostly related to goals 1 and I guess 2, which is my financial goals, and then also just like improving my skills as a music artist. So we're gonna do that. I did consider streaming producing, just because yeah, like I feel like today has been weird in terms of like community. And one thing, like I'm saying like so much, it's because I'm nervous. I think one thing I spoke with my therapist about was using online spaces as like a way of connecting with people when connecting with people feels difficult. So I think I'm gonna try. It's hard because on one hand I would like to stream production because of community aspect. On the other hand, I do think as an artist you have to make decisions by yourself, and I think when you go on live platforms people start backseating, has been my experience anyway, of like people backseating. Like I remember I used to produce on TikTok live quite a bit, and I remember people in the chat like telling me, you need to do this, you need to do that, no, you shouldn't be doing that. And it's like, no, I don't really like that. So obviously you can have rules and stuff, but when you're by yourself it's kind of hard to enforce that. And yeah, so I don't know is the summary of that little rant. I don't know if I want to stream production. I might just produce and then stream something chill later, you know, like separate those two things. Yeah, in fact, saying that out loud, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah. So it's now 9:30. I've been doing music this whole time. I was like going through all my archives and I found this song that literally like that I'd obviously made or started to make, and I never finished it. And I think I didn't have the certain technical abilities to finish it at the time because I made it last year, but they're things that I've since learned, so was able to do. And it was weird because the song was obviously like me processing a lot of stuff that I think I really needed to come back to today. I literally was just scrolling through all my archives. I was like, I feel like I just want to carry on working on something that I never got a chance to finish, and I find this, and straight away I was like, yeah. And I know it's good because I got excited to start mixing it, and I don't like, I'm not a nerdy person about mixing. I'm not really like, the moment I have money to pay someone else to mix my songs, I'll be doing it straight away. So the fact that I was excited to like mix it, I was like, yeah, and it feels so much better. It is 9:30, I've not eaten, I've just been locked in. So I'm gonna eat and then maybe play some video games. Yeah, and just chill till I'm ready to go to bed, maybe read my book. But I think today like has shown me a lot with like these goals, how obviously I started the day feeling very dysregulated, and I feel like getting myself back to a point where I was able to focus on things that are actually important to me versus like dysregulating feelings was really, really good. I still think there's a lot I need to think about in terms of like goal 2, which is like my social goal, and like the way that it triggers me, I guess, and like how I can work through that so that I can actually achieve the goal. But yeah, like I think it's just one of them, and we'll just see. But I'm happy I like persevered. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna vlog anymore today, so end of Saturday, bye. Morning campers. No, it's Sunday. In fact, let me turn the light on. It's Sunday. I was supposed to have plans today. I was supposed to go to this like picnic thing, and I was really excited but also nervous, and I thought I'd like talk about that a little bit because obviously this really relates to like my social goal, and I kind of thought it was a good thing for me to go do something social after like all the, I guess, like anxiety I experienced yesterday, because I think when you have anxiety about something, sometimes it will come bigger in your brain. Like, and right now, because I've not really socialized in a little while, I think it will become harder in my brain the longer I leave it. So I was a bit disappointed, but I have also got a hike planned tomorrow with one of my Dungeons and Dragons, well, he's not just my Dungeons and Dragons friend, but he's my friend who I play Dungeons and Dragons with. We were friends before we played Dungeons and Dragons together, but I kind of just associate him with that now, I guess. But yeah, it's him and some of his friends. Some people I've met them once or twice, but then like I don't really know them fully yet, so I think that'll be a positive experience. But I was excited to have the picnic today because I thought it would give like a good ending to the week of like, you know, that I did go on to do something. But for the next episode, I don't know, I said that like that then. Anyway, yeah, obviously I made loads of music yesterday, which was really positive and fun. I sent some stuff to an artist that I've been talking to in America, and which is fun. I love working with Americans. I don't know why, anytime I've ever worked with an American, I don't know what it is, they're just so like on the ball. Like they're just no small talk. Not that we don't chat, but it's just they're very like ambitious and hardworking. Has been my personal experience with working with American music artists, and I've not always had the same with UK artists where they're a bit flaky. Like I feel like I speak to artists in the US and they're like, they say they're gonna do the thing and they do the thing, and they do it like times 10. But maybe that's just been my experience. I've been lucky. I kind of want to play the track I made yesterday, not the one with the other person because I would never do that, but the one I made by myself. It's not finished as in like a releasable song, but it's like in the demo stages, so obviously the sound's not where it's meant to be and like the vocals need tweaking, but I might. And obviously I'm playing it off my laptop speakers and then I'm capturing it with my iPhone microphone, so the quality is not going to be the best, but hopefully, I don't know, you'll see the vision is what I'm hoping. You'll see the vision if you made it this far. I don't want the sympathy or the misery. Treat me like I'm broken, you ain't coming back. I was watching you, scouting out my heart. If I went insane, I'd watch us fall apart.